Good evening, everyone. It is 6:35, and this is Calexico City Council, Calexico Redevelopment Assessor Agency, and Calexico Financing Authority regular meeting. It is Wednesday, July the 7th.
Due to the declaration of emergency, this meeting is being held pursuant to the authorization from the governor's executive orders. Some or all of city council members may participate in this meeting by teleconference as authorized by Executive Order N-2920 issued by the Governor of California on March 17, 2020. Imperial County Public Health Director Janet Angulo has provided the city with orange moderate tier guidelines issued by the state for indoor gatherings. City council meetings are now open for public attendance at 50% of capacity of the city council chambers, and all persons entering City Hall are required to wear a face mask and observe social distancing guidelines. Public participation will continue to be available on our city website, communityspectrum.org/live, on our city Facebook page. You may join us via Zoom. All information for the Zoom is available on the city's website on the city agenda. You may also call in via phone, and you may also submit your public comments via email. You may do it in public, or you may submit them via fax. Emails be submitted to ggarcia@calexico.ca.gov, and faxes may be submitted to 760-768-2103. You may also make your public comments via the Zoom chat. Please list your name and the item you wish to speak on, or if you want to speak under public comments, do state. Thank you.
Roll call.
Mayor Roda Fernandez,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Moreno,
Here.
Councilmember Ureña, Councilmember Ureña,
Hello, present.
Councilmember Romo,
Here.
Councilmember Garcia.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mayor.
Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Councilman Garcia, will you read?
Sure. Ready? Begin.
City Manager, Mr. Figueroa, will you give us a mission statement?
Together, we pledge to provide effective and efficient services in a courteous and respectful manner to improve the quality of life for all in our unique border community. Viva Calexico.
Innovation. Pro Tem.
Thank you. God of justice and mercy, thank you for the gift of life and for the opportunity to serve the people of our city. Help us to act with character and conviction. Help us to listen with understanding and goodwill. Help us to speak with clarity and restraint. Give us a spirit of service. Remind us that we are stewards of your authority. Guide us to be the leaders your people need. Help us see the humanity and dignity of those who disagree with us, and those to treat all persons, no matter how weak or poor, with the reverence of your creation deserves. Amen.
Amen. Approval of the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the agenda, Madam Mayor.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Councilmember Garcia,
Aye.
Councilmember Romo,
Aye.
Councilmember Ureña,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Moreno,
Aye.
Mayor Roda Fernandez.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Announcements, Gabby?
These proceedings may be viewed on the City of Calexico website at www.calexico.ca.gov the Friday following the City Council meeting. Community office hours with Mayor Adela Fernandez will be held the fourth Tuesday of the month from 2 to 4 p.m. Please contact the city clerk's office at 760-768-2102 for an appointment.
Okay, do we have public comments?
Mr. Jason Jung?
Kick this off, or do you want to move it on?
Yes.
Good evening. You know, I wasn't even gonna show up tonight. I came in to ask you guys, the sitting council, to consider who you're gonna make your pro term mayor. I don't think my comments will have any effect in this, but I hope it's not Romo. She never paid her loan back to the city after taking money out. She has no job, and I don't know how she's qualified to balance a budget for the city in the financial status that it is. You guys projected and state you guys have a balanced budget. That's great, but yet you guys cut services as far as a swimming pool, this, that. We're shortage of law enforcement. We're in shortage of firemen, services for the community itself. So how is it that somebody that claims to be a financial expert like Romo or that goofball Ureña, who's never had a job, how are they going to balance the budget? How are they going to guide the city manager or inform the rest of us on how to properly manage the finances of the city? You know, I mean, you know, I see a lot of people here that are just here to support you, Mr. Moreno, is the change in leadership, I guess. You know, which is fine. But in reality, who's really here to say something about what's going on with our finances? I see Liliana Reyes over there sitting there, the biggest thief in the city, who should be fired for what she's done. I see an unqualified HR director who only has a high school diploma and is running an HR department. You know, I come here and I tell you all this stuff. And why do I tell you this? Because you don't have a balanced budget. Where's all this money coming from? When's the last time you guys have audited Measure H? How come nobody wants to talk about the hot topics? You five were elected to sit up there and bring us information and work for us. We don't work for you. I go downtown. I was downtown yesterday walking around. Half the stores are closed now. What is going on? You know, I get calls from people about their building permits, or I just got my public information request back, and you know, I asked specifically a simple question: is hemp an approved material for insulation? Is it? I don't know. I'm not the building or the inspector for the city, but it appears that the building inspector, or whatever his name is, or the city planner, went and built an ADU on his own and used hemp. Is it an authorized material for the state? So if you're a city employee, you can do whatever you want with no repercussions. Why do all these people, including me, why do we have to pay for permits and follow the rules, yet if you work for the city, you can do whatever you want and face no consequences? Mr. Moreno, I hope you do what you need to do as the mayor and crack down on what's going on here and get some qualified people in here, especially in the planning department. Because that city planner you guys have, paying them $7,000 a month not to even be around or do anything, it's sad. And Chris Velasco, that's his name, he rubber stamped all these weed permits. All the marijuana stuff is done wrong. And when the article comes out in the LA Times, and you guys read it, and the cannabis board comes down here and makes you redo all the applications, I feel sorry for all the people that paid for their fees and their dues to do things right. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Do you have another one?
Mr. Pedro Ortiz?
Muy buenas tardes, señores. Pedro Ortiz, residente de la ciudad de Calexico. Hace más de un año que no tengo la oportunidad de venir a visitarlos, el gusto de verlos y estar aquí con ustedes. Me da tristeza que ha pasado más de un año y la verdad la percepción de la mayoría de la gente que vivimos en Calexico sigue igual. Hubo un movimiento de varios compañeros míos, hubo un movimiento de varias personas en el cual quisimos hacer un cambio para mover ese famoso 5-0 que nos parecía muy extraño a todos los que veníamos y nos acercábamos aquí. Y ahora nos estamos topando con un 3-2, que al final de cuentas viene siendo la misma. Esta situación en la ciudad de Calexico, en serio no la percibimos que mejoren. Me podrán decir la administración y la mayoría de la gente que estamos en mejores números y todo, y a lo mejor esos son números, pero la percepción de la mayoría de los que vivimos al día a día aquí en Calexico no es esa de la que ustedes nos dicen. Me podrán decir que es por el COVID. El COVID también le afectó al centro, le afectó a Imperial, le afectó a Broley, y la percepción no es la misma. Señores, en el concilio yo percibo que hay una necedad de a ver quién tiene más poder. El concilio necesita una persona que realmente haga la diferencia, que mantenga la balanza, porque no todos tenemos la verdad absoluta, hacia la izquierda y la derecha. Esa es realmente la función de un concilio, que no le demos la razón nada más a un grupo, porque todos vivimos aquí. Tenemos un nuevo concilio, se movió a gente que estaba muy arraigada ante este concilio, se movió una administración que estaba muy inconveniente hacia la mayoría que nos movimos, pero no podemos regresar a lo mismo, señores. No hay algo de diferencia aquí. Después de año y medio, no hay algo que realmente se perciba en la gente de a pie. A lo mejor los que están en otro nivel pues están muy cómodos y a ellos no les interesa, pero a los que andamos a pie, la percepción no es. Y si están esperanzados a ese famoso 21 de cada mes que van a decir, ya van a abrir la frontera, ya van a abrir la frontera, señores. A nosotros no nos... Claro, es muy noble la gente que viene de Mexicali, trae su dinero, invertir aquí a consumirlo y todo. Pero ese no es el problema. El problema es la fuga de dinero que se nos va de aquí de Calexico. Es más la fuga de dinero que se va hacia México. Tenemos que hacer una campaña de consumo local. Una campaña que la gente, ¿sabes qué? Oye, no nada más vengas a la escuela, no nada más vengas a trabajar, no nada más vengas a estudiar, no nada más vengas al doctor. No te digo que no vayas a Mexicali, pero que tu mayor gasto sea aquí. Que regreses algo de lo que estás consumiendo, algo de lo que estás beneficiándote de la ciudad. Por favor. Una cosa que no quería pasar de avisar, una de las cosas que siempre estuvimos en el movimiento que teníamos fue algo del agua. Y es una espinita que tengo ahí guardada. El agua, a mí me llegó una carta a mi casa diciéndome que no era de consumo para mi familia, para mi esposa. No me ha llegado hasta el día de hoy una carta que me diga que es de consumo. Y estoy pagando el agua más cara del Valle Imperial. Por favor, tienen bastante tiempo y no me han dado una respuesta ante eso. Señores, les agradezco su atención. Muchas gracias.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you.
City Clerk, if you can prep, please, the projector. At this moment right now, we are going to display the 2021 State of the City Address for the outgoing Mayor, Rosy Arriola Fernandez.
Thank you.
Rosie Arrola Fernandez, Mayor of the City of Calexico. My name is Rosie Arrola Fernandez, Mayor of the City of Calexico. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our State of the City. It is my pleasure to welcome Calexico, like many other cities across the nation. Calexico, like many other cities across the nation, reopening its doors has begun in an attempt to return to some We know this past year has been a challenge to everyone. This past year has been a challenge for everyone. But together we will move who call Calexico home. For those of us, we know that our city is home and will continue. We know that our city is family and will continue to community vibrant, family-oriented residents, thriving businesses and residents, boundless thriving businesses. And if you're new to the city or curious, if you're new to the city or curious, let me share what makes Calexico so unique. Let me share some insight with you. Even with the significant limitations in place throughout immediate proximity to Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, to Mexicali, allow the city to capitalize on the trade, city commerce, culture, on the trade that comes with being an international energy that comes with being an international. Because of this, we are poised. Because of this growth, we are both in our population and our economy. Both in our population as it stands, our city has experienced as it stands. 48.6% population growth. 48.6% population growth. Currently estimated at 2040. Currently estimated at over with the official census results for 2020. With the official pending census results. The average household income is a 5-mile radius. The average household income is a 5-mile radius. Our city is home to the third biggest land port of entry in the state of California. Entry. There has been over 7,800,000 annual vehicle passengers, 7,800,000 annual vehicle passengers, 4,200,000 annual and over 4,200,000 annual pedestrian crossing. Residents of Calexico enjoy a small residents of Calexico enjoy small town city lifestyle facilities with previously mentioned facilities. We also appreciate our convenience proximity. We also appreciate metropolitan areas like our sister city of metropolitan areas as well as Palm Springs and San Diego. Plentiful prospects for outdoor recreation are available locally. And with a day trip or vacation is desired, the Gulf of Baja California and the base of San Diego are a short drive away. Neighboring Mexicali offers quick access to big city culture and entertainment, including fine dining, theater, music, nightlife, and so much more. Calexico schools are truly top-notch, with both public and private schools being nationally recognized. We celebrate numerous award-winning primary and secondary education programs. In addition, for those seeking post-secondary education, the Calexico campus of San Diego State University offers a wide range of programs and degrees and continues to expand its offerings. Nearby, Imperial Valley College also offers many options for community members desiring higher education achievement. Now looking inward, as our city's operations, I would like to share some highlights from our 2020-2021 fiscal year. While the pandemic dealt a crippling blow to our community and the local economy, the city of Calexico persevered and continued to provide vital services to our residents. Our many departments pushed forward to ensure their community as well taken care of. With that in mind, I believe it's appropriate that we begin with our first responders. The Calexico Fire Department remained vigilant about safety and health throughout the pandemic. While diligently serving our residents, the department maintained a zero infection rate through early November and continue providing essential services to our city. A special social media outreach program was developed to keep our citizens informed of all details related to COVID-19. The department evolved by incorporating updated protocols to keep the department operational and effective. Some of the challenges they addressed in the 2020-2021 year included updating procedures pertaining to hazardous materials and designating an infection control officer. They also added a public information officer and provided a liaison for gear and PPE procurement through the Imperial County Emergency Operations Center. They participated in weekly task force meetings and implemented internal quarantine procedures and policies related to the pandemic. And of course, our fire department transported Santa in a Christmas parade. Our police department showed great resolve, having continued to provide safety services with minimum PPE and cleaning supplies. Though operations changed due to the pandemic, it was business as usual, and the department is pleased to say that the number of vehicle thieves and assaults decreased during the year. Calexico Public Works Department also provides essential services to the city and its residents. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, many divisions were temporarily shut down, but our critical infrastructure included water treatment, delivery systems, and wastewater services continue without interruption. Over the past year, Public Works saw the completion of the 2020 Street Improvement Project, the Water Pipeline Replacement Project, and the Adrian C. Cordova Baseball Field Fencing Project, and the Heber Park Expansion Project continues. The Recreation Department had the largest challenge of them all: how to provide safe recreation services when the community could not physically gather. The answer: take the recreation activities into people's homes. Through considerable planning and effort, Calexico Recreation Department developed web-based programs for children, teenagers, adults, and seniors alike. And because they were provided virtually, these programs also serve visitors from all over the globe, giving the outside world a taste of what our fine city has to offer. The Recreation and Culture Arts Center had a total of 388 web-based sessions with approximately 122,000 views and over 311,000 people reached. Special events were hosted, including the Santa drive-thru and family Halloween contest, reaching over 21,000 people. And thanks to the generous support of Calexico Arts Council, a total of 108 web-based classes and programs were offered. Though our library doors were closed during the pandemic, services remained open. Curbside services were available and continued to be available to meet the community needs. The Calexico Library has offered 5 virtual family nights, which consisted of craft activities and listening to books read by a community volunteer. These families also participated in raffles and enjoyed snacks provided by Calexico Neighborhood House. The Calexico Library received the ZIP Books grant of $9,500, which allows us to continue to deliver books or audiobooks that are not available at the library to residents who want them. These are delivered to the resident's home and returned to the library, becoming a permanent addition to our collection. During the school year, the library joined 18 virtual classrooms to promote library services among the Calexico Unified School District and Dogwood Elementary. The city of Calexico has a lot to look forward to in the coming year. Our Public Works Department is continuing the Heber Park expansion project, planning a wastewater treatment plant expansion, and upgrade the Calexico New River Parkway project, Phase 1B. And in 2022, we will have a street improvement project. Affordable housing is definitely top of mind in our city. We are looking forward to adding 180 deed-restricted affordable units and the development of approximately 113 new single-family homes. Project Home Key awarded over $5,840,000 to the city of Calexico. This grant allowed for subsidized upgrades and conversion of the Holly's Hotel into a senior and vulnerable population facility. A local early auction planning grant in the amount of $150,000 was awarded to provide technical assistance for the preparation and adoption of planning documents and process improvements to accelerate housing production. A 2020 Community Development Block Grant awarded $170,988 to provide short-term emergency utility assistance to individuals that lost their jobs or had reduced work hours due to the pandemic. In addition, we received a targeted Air Shield grant in the amount of $3,350,000 to assist in reducing air emissions and exposure to our residents. We are pleased to have several approved retail projects on our schedule as well. First, a new Taco Bell is currently under construction. There is also a new gas station which will feature a retail kiosk, 33 parking spaces, and electric vehicle charging stations. We also have another fast food restaurant with a drive-through in the building design phase. Fiscally, the city of Calexico has seen great improvement due to strong leadership. For the first time in 5 years, our operating budget is net positive. We have a balanced budget. While we are not quite where we want to be just yet, we are definitely headed in the right direction. The pandemic has changed a lot about how we do business and get through each and every day. But the city of Calexico moves on and continues to do everything possible within our means for our residents. Before we end, I want to thank our entire city staff. They work tirelessly to keep us going throughout this trying year. Public Works employees kept our infrastructures going. Our firefighters and police officers protected our front lines, and our city employees continue to come to work and keep our city moving forward. I sincerely thank every single one of you for what you did throughout this pandemic and for what you continue to do, ensuring that our city is safe, runs efficiently, and business is conducted in an orderly manner. I also want to thank our city manager for doing such a great job under significant pressure. Finally, I want to thank our residents for hanging in there and for being patient with us as we adopt and meet the unique demands caused by the pandemic. Calexico has a bright future. By working together, we can make great things happen. It is up to us, all of us, to make this city flourish. It has been an honor to serve as your mayor for the past year, and I look forward to continuing my work as a member of your city council. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, just as an announcement, the video can be viewed under the public announcement section of our city website. It will also be displayed on the other mediums that we use to share news from the city of Calexico. I do want to share that the public that's following us via Zoom was also able to watch the video as it was playing here without any type of technological glitch. So with that said, Madam Mayor, that concludes the State of the City presentation for 2021.
Thank you, Miguel. Now, we're going to hit the good stuff.
This meeting
Council
is being
reorganization.
recorded.
Gracias por llamar.
Can we continue? Okay, item 1. Appointment of mayor and chairman of the
This
city.
meeting is being recorded.
Okay, appointment of mayor and chairman of the City of Calexico, Calexican Community Redevelopment Agencies, Assessor, Agency, and Calexico Financing Authority for fiscal year 2021-2022. I make a motion to appoint our current pro tem mayor, Javier Moreno.
I'll second that.
Councilmember Garcia?
Aye.
Councilmember Romo? No. Councilmember Ureña? Councilmember Bonanno?
Yes.
Mayor Ariola Fernandez?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-2.
Okay. Moving on to appointment of Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chairman of the City of Calexico, Calexico Community Redevelopment Agency, Assessor, Agency, and Calexico Financing Authority for the fiscal year 2021 and 2022. I make a motion to nominate Mr. Camilo Garcia.
I'll second that.
Councilmember Romo?
Yes.
Councilmember Garcia?
Aye.
Councilmember Ureña?
Abstain.
He abstained. Mayor Moreno?
Yes.
Councilmember Fernandez?
Yes.
Motion passes
Okay.
4-1.
Okay. Now,
Well, congratulations, Mr. Moreno.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, I will be giving my outgoing statements. I guess first we have to give the flags, don't we? Yes. This one I can do first.
Okay, so ladies first, right? This is for Mayor Rosie Ariola Fernandez. For your service as mayor of the City of Calexico, Council, July 2020 to July 2021. Calexico City Council, fiscal year 2021, July 7, 2021. Congratulations.
Okay, from the City of Calexico, Javier Moreno, Mayor Pro Tem, for your service as Mayor Pro Tempore of the Calexico City Council, December 2020 to July 2021. Calexico City Council Fiscal Year 2020-2021.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess now I give my outgoing statement. Good evening, everyone. Want to thank you all for being here tonight. I'd like to start off by thanking previous City Council, Luis Pacheco, Bill Hodge, Morris Rison, and right now currently Camilo Garcia, for having trust and giving me the opportunity to serve as mayor for this beautiful city of Calexico. Past year was quite a challenge due to COVID-19, limited bordering crossing, and which extremely hurt our economy. Business closed, our Chamber of Commerce going dormant. The board members, Victor Carrillo, Gio Acuña, Ben Horn, and Mr. Eduardo Rivera, are trying to get it starting again. Hildy Carrillo retired. I do want to thank her for all the hard work she did for the Chamber of Commerce. Events were always well attended by people throughout the valley. Hildy, may you have a great retirement. My hats go off to the entire city staff for their hard work this past year. And I want to thank Miguel Figueroa, Gabby Garcia, Ronnie Luna, Lorena Montes, Marta Gomez. Thank you for putting up with me and assisting me in pertaining to meeting and events. Can't have done it without your help. Congratulations to our new mayor, Javier Moreno, and Pro Tem Mayor, Camilo Garcia. You both have the best interest in serving our city. And in spite of all the oppositions I experienced from two members of this council, the support I received from both of you kept me focused on my duties as mayor. Thank you. In concluding, I want to thank family and friends for your loyalty and support. To all the citizens of Calexico, it was an honor serving you as your mayor this past year. And like I said in the state of address, I look forward to continue my work as a member of your city council. Thank you again, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, for those kind words. I am proud and honored to have been Mayor Pro Tem for the city of Calexico. I wish to thank the citizens of Calexico for giving me the opportunity to serve. I would like to also thank my fellow council members for this great opportunity. It has been an absolute privilege to work with them and see us all grow into that role. It is demanding, it is challenging, and it's really rewarding indeed. I want to show my appreciation of the work of Madam Mayor Ariola Fernandez has done during her year in office. All department heads and staff, it has been truly been an adventure, motivating, challenging, but above all, rewarding. Madam Mayor, while I have enjoyed your support, together we recognize the valuable gifts handed down from the past. All that provided a solid foundation upon which together we envisioned, rediscovered, repurposed, built, and expanded. From the bottom of my heart, it has been an honor and privilege to serve under you. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank, of course, the city employees and management and city, and that's because we're here. I mean, that's the reason why we're here. As elected officials, we, provide that direction, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that actually do the work. But yet, we also can really just close our eyes and say that we are where we need to be. We're not there yet. We're long way to ways to get there. But nonetheless, we need to move forward. In spite of the challenges, whether it was a pandemic that we're starting to see that is finally winding down, and that the famous normalcy that we used to talk about, the new normalcy, the new normal, right? So I think it's really encouraging to see that the new normal it's the normal that we used to know, and that's encouraging. We had a chance to listen to two residents, state their comments and their sentiments, and a reminder that we still have many more challenges. We might be getting away from a health emergency, but we continue to have other emergencies. I applaud that our fiscal state, it's in better shape, or it's in good shape, but not in the shape that we need to be. So we'll continue to work. This past year, again, we learned a lot. This past year was the learning curve for a lot of us. As new elected officials, I think we learned to kind of like grow with each other, despite the challenges, despite the differences. But I think out of those differences, something positive has to evolve. And that's the positive that each and every one of you here, whether you're a resident of Calexico, a visitor, or someone that conducts business in Calexico, I want you that when you come here, you see the positive. You see the hope. Yes, there are differences, but those are also opportunities to learn. We're starting with a new mayorship, and every person has a different way of doing things, has different ideas. But as a team, we need to make sure that we learn to work with each other. This past year, I think we have plenty of time to do that. So I'm hoping that, we can move forward and learn from those opportunities that we gave each other to learn from each other. Put those aside, whatever differences, and look towards a brighter future. I think in reality, we need to concentrate in that, provide efficient services in a courteous and respectful manner. And not just to the citizens, but among ourselves here. So that's my invitation, my challenge, and my offer to my fellow council members, and to the residents, and to all of you here today, and whoever wants to come and do business in Calexico, or just visit us. There's plenty to do here. So thank you for being here today. Thank you to all of you, my colleagues. Looking forward to a new new fiscal year, excuse me. So appreciate your time and your trust that you have, given me and helping in a way that, I'll be your mayor pro tem. So it's an honor. Thank you.
Okay, in ending, again, I want to thank all the staff for all their hard work. Thank the finance department for keeping us afloat financially through these tough times, starting with our director. Thank you again. I can express my gratitude on how everybody has worked so hard through this past year. Thanks again. And I guess this meeting is adjourned.